Tyron Smith, an 8-time Pro Bowler, right there wearing 77, playing left tackle. But he is out until at least deep in the regular season and likely the postseason. That is, if the Cowboys get to the postseason. They need good left tackle play to get there. What do they do? Let's go to Dallas. Jane Slater covering the Cowboys for us. Brian Baldinger back at the desk as well. A lot of people just say, oh, Jane, you plug in Tyler Smith. I mean, you took him 24th overall. He was going to be the guy eventually when Tyron Smith retired, but they didn't think it was going to be this year.
Yeah, obviously it was a point of conversation with Stephen Jones post-game on Saturday, or Friday rather, and I think it's been curious to a lot of us around here. Why not go outside the building? Why not find a veteran like Jason Peters? But it sounds like, and it was Stephen Jones confirming it today, they are sticking with what they've got currently on their roster. And Tyler Smith, the rookie, has been given the green light, at least today, to start practice as he was dealing with an ankle issue. Stephen Jones also pointed out that he likes the play of Matt Waletzko, who, by the way, is also a rookie. So you're putting a lot of confidence in these rookies to protect Dak Prescott's blind side. And we saw Dak dealing with some injuries last year. I just think it's, I think it's curious to all of us. Now, with that being said, Tyler Smith has been admirable as he's stepped in here. Now, he hasn't gotten any work at left tackle. That was also brought up post-game. But it was Jones who said it's not like it's foreign to him. He played it in college, and there was a reason they kept him on the left side. They wanted him to be the future at left tackle. It's just obviously happening a lot sooner than they expected. And then to the free agent question, Stephen Jones basically said it's a tough position in the league. I mean, just look at the Bucs right now and how many offensive linemen they've had go down. So finding a guy that can plug and play right now, they feel a lot more confident with what they've currently got on their roster, guys.
I think, Jay, it comes down to, Matt Waletzko was a 5th-round pick out of North Dakota. Josh Ball started the other night against Seattle, played 3 quarters, so he was a 4th-round pick out of Marshall. You got to develop your players. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs rebuilt their offensive line in 1 year. They struck gold with Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith. I mean, they played 2 rookies. Seattle is going to start 2 rookies this year at the tackle position. Sometimes you got to draft your players, believe in your players, and coach your players and develop them and get them ready and get them up to speed. If you drafted them because you thought that they could play at this level, then sometimes you have to speed up the process. But sometimes you just have to look at what you have on your roster, who you drafted, and develop those players. Because you won't know until those guys get out there and get a chance.
Yep. And if it's week 1 where you throw a rookie out there, it's just okay. It's Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. That's the Thank you, Baldy. Thank you, Jane Slater, left tackle.
Well, oh my goodness. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods. And Brother Stu, I got Stewart up there with the football gods, up there where he belongs, looking over all of us and making sure he's up there running shit for us. Eastside Herald, you were the winner chicken dinner. You were, yes, you were. Eastside, email me cowboysmark94@gmail. I want to get you your present, man. Come on, man. I know you said take care of Lola, and I'm gonna take care of Lola, but I still want to give you something, okay? And let me say hello to da-da-dunt, da-da-dunt.
Damn, Gina.
Oh, it's a fake. Oh, da-da-da. We got a fake Gina up in here. Okay. Well, let me say hello to Roland's Review. Oh, but you know something. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say something here for a second here, that I probably shouldn't. Okay. But the individual understands that I'm talking to him. See, here's what's so funny to me. Here's what is so funny to me. Actually, so pathetic, because to have a person literally hate you so much that they would literally make up lies about my buddy Stuart Morrison. Literally saying that when we were talking about doing the charity event and going down there for Stuart's house, that Stuart Morrison, was a multimillionaire that had $1 million, that he was a CEO of a multi-million-dollar charity, and that we were faking his whole sickness was being faked to scam money out of people. And proceeded to even go through the point of saying that the $11,000 that we raise needs to be accountable for. Well, I got to tell you one thing. If you've had any work done in your house, you know how much it costs to change your carpet? With good, not cheap carpet, good carpet. Do you know how much it costs to renovate a bathroom? Not just renovate. We destroyed and rebuilt one. Do you know how much it costs to change 3 exterior doors? How about the insulated attic, fix an air conditioning unit, all of these things right here, as well as take off a week of work, which we had people literally do. It is so sad and pathetic that lie after lie, and not, I don't mind people coming after me, but it's sad and pathetic that your life sucks so much that the only happiness you can get is trying to actually go after someone else. That you will literally be a fake troll and try to sneak up in there. That you'll go ahead and say things like, use a mushmouth. You know what? I know one thing. I am 56 years old. What?
Esau Harold said instead of giving him a prize, he wants a wrench.
Oh, hell no.
Exactly.
You're not blocking Cowboy fans. No, but let me finish this whole thing.
Get back to
it's so sad how you hate me so much. But see, the hate actually makes me want to work harder. Because lie after lie, because I keep getting people coming, hey man, there's a guy. Yeah, there's a fool out there. There's a fool out there. And if you go through there, all of the stuff that he's just said, he just moves on to a new lie. A new lie, and a new lie, and a new lie. But you know what? I actually feel bad for you. I actually feel like there's something in your life that's not right, if it's up in the head or you've been wrong, that you have no, you know what? I pray for you. I literally pray for you. And whoever's out there being the fake trolls, because I've had ones of fake Tracy, fake Kayla, and fake, now we got fake Genus. Really? Get a fucking life. That's all I can tell you. But you know what?
If she has a wrench, she's a channel member.
You know, it don't matter. It don't matter because you know what? I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep taking care of you, great fans out there, and I'm gonna keep on trying to spread the love. Okay. All right. And then there's Lola. Oh, I'm sure you won't go through and tell anybody any of the good stuff that I do, though, do you? I'm sure you won't go ahead and actually put out the real stuff out there. You know, like with Stuart's mother sending me like a great gift and everything else and stuff, her literally wishing Brian a happy birthday and things like that. Now, I know you don't do that kind of stuff because you're weak and you're this freaking big. But that's it. And that's all I got to say about it. And if you happen to see that shit, you don't need to share it to me. You don't need to share it to me, okay? Best thing you can do is don't watch. Because if you watch, you just make it even bigger. Anyway, I am happy because I am alive. I am healthy. I feel good. I got a lot of work done today, especially for a lot of you channel members. We ended up getting a lot of pieces out of the way here because we got Stacy's out there, right? We got Blue Virus out of here, right? Who else we got out of here today?
A whole list of people.
Cowboys up north. Cowboys up north. You asked for that towel. Yeah, actually, some of y'all actually got a towel, and you were supposed to get a towel.
You put it with the pizza.
Okay, yeah, some of y'all got some extra shit. Okay, just letting you know, some of you got some extra shit, and we're actually working on some new shit in this up.
We'll have a cutout maybe before the show tomorrow.
What show tomorrow?
You know your morning video.
Oh.
Your morning video.
Well, but then they got to be no. We gonna finish them first to make them look good. Anyway,
at least they'll be cut out. Possibly before then.
Anyway, let's get on to the show here. Okay, we open for business here. Okay, cool. All right, so it's kind of, what's amazing? I gotta say, there's a lot of asshole Eagle fans, but there's still some good ones too. Okay, Philadelphia is annoying with the same old jokes and stuff, but he's like family. He's literally like family.
Filthy.
And Filthy literally was like at 8:58, start the show, because he can't wait. He literally can't wait. And shout out to like my man Philly 500 who came on our live stream yesterday and stuff. Yeah. He's cool people. He's cool people. And let me go through and say hello, Sheila Neal. What's up, Sheila? Aisha Robinson. Are you still a Giant fan? Or are you ready to convert? Aisha, are you ready to convert? Come on over to the different blue side. Come on over here, okay?
Yeah, the name.
And who else did I miss in here? Because I got on a rant here. I know Gina Thorne's up in here. What's up, Gina? I got Sheila, I got Gina Thorne, I got Stacy Schubert. Did I get Miss Hot Sauce? Lola. I'm even going to get Carol and hope that you act all right. Okay, Carol? But if you act up, you know what I'm going to say?
I'm tired of listening to the garbage you talk.
So don't act up. Don't act up. All right. Oh, and there's Lisa. What's up, Lisa? Man, see, that's why the Eagle fans are here. You know that? It's all the women in the place, man. They hoping that, they might get a date for the first time in their life. All right. So let's get to it. The Dallas Cowboys. Oh, wait. Did I do the mic check?
Mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
Are you ready, Mike?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Did you say you got to be out of here by 6? You got to be out before 6?
I gotta be there by 6.
Damn.
But I'll be home by 12.
All right, Mike. Well, you make that money, man. I tell you what, I'm proud. I'm proud
$110
of you,
route
man.
tomorrow.
Look, you and Gina, you got a plan. Hey, I can't.
And then I gotta get a car fixed too.
Well,
this week.
Well, shit, I gotta get 4 tires for my truck too. All right, so we kind of got hyper this evening. We had heard that the Cowboys
might be trading.
Were talking to the Jets. Jets, Jets, about an offensive tackle.
We found out he's going to the ass.
Well, but listen, okay. At least he had 12 starts. He's only 25 years. No, you know what? No, stop it, son. See, you don't remember shit. You're too young. Because the Washington, when they were Redskins in the early 90s, had a guy in there that was too fat.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, they were saying, fat boys. You need to stop eating, brother. You said you're a fat boy.
Oh, yeah, Nate Newton.
And they ended up cutting his ass. And the Cowboys brought him to town. And he became one of the best offensive linemen we had. So you don't know. You don't know. David Irvin was on the practice squad with Kansas City. Now, granted, it didn't end well.
Yeah, because he might not.
Because he just kind of said, I just don't really want to put in the time. But he did do pretty good. Okay? There was, you remember the first autograph signing show I think we went to with George Selvey and Nate Newton. Remember? In Richmond?
Oh, yeah, Richmond.
In Richmond. You remember that Nate Newton was scared of Jobu?
It was also a little bit thinner than
But with George Selvey, he was a journeyman. Look, he played on 4 teams and had 3 sacks in 4 years. We brought him in, he had 7 sacks. Now, doesn't really matter because the deal fell through. And I think the reason the deal fell through was Twitter. Because Twitter don't play.
Of course they don't.
It was funny because we heard 3rd round draft pick, from the Jets. I can't remember his name even because it's like yesterday now. 3rd round draft pick. Played 8 games his first year, 4 games his second year, played in 5, didn't start. Pound for pound beast, what's up?
Pound for pound.
Take the money out, all of it.
I'm nervous about our O-line. Oh, I'm nervous too. So the Cowboys, it was quick. It was really quick because I just finished putting in that mantelpiece, and then I saw on Twitter the Cowboys were talking. So I said, I'm not going to wait because here's what happens. First of all, I don't spend a lot of time editing. I know. I know you. I know you don't believe it. It's true. It's really true. I don't spend a lot of time editing.
You put up a day.
But a lot of people spend a lot of time editing videos and stuff. But it takes time because see, once you edit it, if you spend that time, I probably should edit to try and make myself look better. Put some of the filters on. But by the time you edit it and then you upload it, okay. Now if I'm down here in the basement, the videos will literally go up. I can take a 10-minute video in about 20 seconds. It'll be uploaded because I got that fast Wi-Fi down here. I got the extra box and stuff, so it'll go up quick. But then you got to wait for YouTube to render it, and then now YouTube has its checks. So the checks end up going through, and sometimes it takes 20 minutes. But I said I don't have 20 minutes. So I came down here, I fired up the set, got this guy's picture, and I went live. And I did it live, right? And I'm watching on Twitter because I saw the first thing, and it was like 20 minutes in after the first thing, Cowboys trying to trade with the Jets for 3rd round. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we started talking about it. And I'm investigating it as I'm talking with you guys, all right? And I'm investigating, I'm checking it out, and all. It's like, okay. And then about 30 minutes in, it was like the deal fell through. or the Cowboys weren't expected to. And as I'm reading some of the tweets from Jet fans that basically were saying, if we can get a bag of donuts for him, then that's a steal. That they were like, oh, if we get anything for him, that's a steal. Because I think what probably happened, Ernie Zampese died, yes, James. Yeah, and James, I saw you say something that you got bad news today. Was that the bad news, that Ernie Zampese died? Rest his soul. I hope that there was nothing wrong with you or anything else, because Troy Daniels is actually doing better. He may get out of the hospital by Wednesday or so. But so that deal fell through. But I think after seeing some of the tweets about how bad this guy was, that maybe the Cowboys had second thoughts of saying, maybe there's something to all these tweets and we were going to pay too much, so let's back away from it. And that the Jets probably, after the whole Jamal Adams, where the Cowboys were trying to do something with that, there's still probably some animosity there. So I was amazed that they were even talking. But the good news is, at least they're looking. Okay. And it sucks because here it is. You have Stephen Jones, this just happened. That this whole problem just appeared today. We have a problem with depth on the offensive line. No shit, Sherlock. All you got to do is watch Law Nation. All you got to do is watch Vosh Lombardi. All you got to do is watch the Jobu Sports Report. Or any Primetime Phil, the mailman. Everybody knew you had problems with the offensive line. How is it a big secret that Stephen Jones finally saw that, we got a problem with the depth on the offensive line? It wasn't like Tyron Smith went out and he took like 6 guys with them. We lost one guy, and now you're looking and say, we got a problem with depth. So, excuse me, still do have a little bit of a cough left. Still have a little bit of cough. Not contagious anymore. Negative test, okay? Negative test. So, of course, they are saying Tyler Smith, we drafted him for a reason. And I agree, we drafted for a reason. Let's hope that the run on first-round picks that we've had. John Irving, shout out to John Irving.
Take the money out, all of
that
it.
The run on first-round picks that we've had, the success continues, and he becomes a baller. Because we're not the only ones out there that have had problems on the offensive line. Everybody's got problems. Tampa Bay, you think we got problems? Take a look at Tampa Bay.
Oh, they're worse.
2 of the backups that are now starters, got hurt. And they're saying, well, we hope there's no long-term damage there or anything else. And okay. Yeah. So everybody's got problems on the offensive side. What's up, Thomas Garrett? Oh, there's another Mary. What's up, Mary? Welcome. So I still have all these Eagle fans. That's you, Filthy. Philly 500. They keep trying to say, hey, man, give us a number 1 for Andre Dillard. Man.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You know what? No way, no how I would give the Eagles jack. Nothing. No, even if he was the last tackle on earth, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not for a guy who can't start his own team. Not giving me, and hated right. No, hell no. Hell's no. Sorry, not going to do it. I did a video and said, should the Cowboys trade? Just because I wanted to excite you guys. Yes, I'm literally effing with you. Literally effing with you. Oh, there's Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, JoJo? What's up, Puerto Rock? Demba, Boys Kick. Simba, how you doing, man? John Irving, screw the friggin' Eagles and their fans, man. Nah, man, come on. Look, they probably 25% of my fan base up in here. Just like Eastside, he's a Texan. Actually, Laramie Tunsil, Eastside, you guys said, nah, he's not available because it would literally cost you a boatload of money to get rid of him. So there's that. Mark, Dan Orlovsky said Eagles are better. You know, Dan Orlovsky also said that Carson Wentz has a Hall of Fame pedigree. So do you literally listen to Dan Orlovsky, who
can
That's
take
the
numbers and
season?
skew them any way we want? We often can take numbers and we'll fit them into the narrative that we want to try and paint. And I probably am guilty of this. Can take numbers and skew them any way we want. We often can take numbers and we'll fit them into the narrative that we want to try and paint.
Someone was asking who our cuts were thus far. Going into the show, unless they cut somebody, they may have, the way they did it last night, it was kind of crazy that we ended up hearing about TJ Vasher about 7 o'clock yesterday. And then Ben DiNucci was about 10 o'clock last night.
They'll bring him back on the practice squad, so I'm not concerned about that.
But James Empey, offensive lineman, Big Cat Bryant, defensive lineman, and Amy and Simeon were the cuts earlier part of the day. I mean, what?
I thought you were about to say Faloco.
They ain't cutting Simi?
You said Simi. I was like, oh, one of the guys.
Amen Simeon. Okay. All right. I tell you one thing, and I know you, Brian, I know you've been kind of talking about John Ridgeway. They better not cut John Ridgeway, because shout out to Cowboys VA who got me a John Ridgeway jersey. Okay? That'd be messed up if he got cut. Or would it be a collectible? It'd be basically me and his family probably that'd be the only ones that would have a Cowboys jersey of his, wouldn't it?
I don't know if it'll be worth anything.
Okay. Oh, man. I'm sorry, James. Your cousin passed away yesterday from a heart attack. And he was 67. Man, I'm sorry, man. Thoughts and prayers out to you, buddy. Miss Gibson, what's up? Sorry, James. Yeah, it's been too many people have been going away from here. I guess when I'm 57, so I've been around quite a bit, and I know a lot of us are kind of up there. The biggest demographics of my group are like 45 to 55, so it seems like we see a lot more of that anyway. John Ridgeway's going to be fine. He better be fine, because I got his jersey over here, damn it. I mean, and listen, I don't have too many players' jerseys and stuff. I mean, of course, I got Dak. I got old school ones. Don't be like the facts. Parsons is going to be on Undisputed every week. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Wait, don't they have practice on Tuesday?
No, Tuesday's the players' day off.
I was about to say, because that's all in Cali.
So we're still waiting for more news on the Cowboys, of course, on what we're going to do cuts-wise and things.
You'll find out some tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow by 4. Travis Powers. Tell you what, Travis, shout out to you being a channel member for 29 months.
29.
We're actually, this is one of the things that we're actually working on, because we're going to be doing some special stuff for, all of you guys that have been members for over a year and things, including the Mojo crew members and stuff. So shout out to you. Appreciate that. Interesting thing. Tom Brady. We actually need to be getting ready for Tampa Bay. Cowboys on the practice field today, right? So they're doing everything now focused on getting that guy. Tom Brady, who decided to take 11 days off during training camp. This was his response. Let's listen to him.
Personal, everyone's got different situations they're dealing with, so we all have really unique challenges to our life, and I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on, so you just gotta try to figure out life the best you can, and it's a continuous process. So
I'm 45 years old and got a lot of shit going on. Say what? Does that sound like the man with the killer instinct? So is mama giving you grief about being out there? Well, listen. You were supposed to be retired this year. So if you're going to play, we're going to have some stipulations on what you're going to do. Listen, I know a lot of you, listen, I know there's a lot of married guys in here. I know, listen, you know what I'm talking about, guys. You know exactly. If you've been married any length of time, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's going to be some stipulations. We had that trip planned, and we going to go. Yes, dear. Because, in the end, you got to sleep with that woman. And ain't nothing worse than having to sleep with one eye open. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm talking about, do you, Mike? Having to sleep with that one eye open? When you got when mama's not happy, ain't nobody happy. So Tom Brady's got a lot of shit going on. His team has a lot of shit going on. He's got a defensive-minded coach, new coach. He's then lost his starter offensive line, and now he's losing some of his backup offensive line. Now, I'm not going to say that Tom Brady isn't a great quarterback and can do some magical things. But, we're whining about Tyron Smith being gone, and that's big. But we're talking about their offensive line. Ooh. And this is where I actually believe that the Cowboys are going to be a better team. And you might call me crazy. You call me crazy, Mark. I don't care. But I honestly believe that our defense is legit. Okay? I do. Am I crazy, Mike? I mean, I was crazy, Mark. That was well before you were born.
All you gotta do is look at preseason, how well we played them.
Okay.
I'm just saying though, that just proves that our defense is going to be pretty good.
Well, but we talking about backups now.
Yeah, even our backups,
not Micah Parsons. I
understand that, but even
not DeMarcus Lawrence.
Even our backups play good.
We talking about practice
even
squad
our backups
guys.
Play good.
Not the real ones. The real ones that we love.
Even the backups play good.
But Mike, we talking about practice guys.
Yeah, but we can say this though: if any of those guys make the team, we got good backups or rotational guys.
At least everywhere but the offensive line.
Yeah, but at least the defense is gonna be good this year, regardless.
Well, look. Okay, here's what gives me hope. Even with our backup offensive line. Okay, now we did end up having Tyler Smith did play some, guard and things.
Yeah, he did.
But having like Alacon, having guys like Josh Ball, having Fournette, having Lewinsky, those guys playing for the most part because we didn't have our starting offensive line. We had averaged about 129 yards on the ground on all three of those games.
Yeah, and they were opening holes too.
See, this is the stuff this is what kills me on First Take and stuff. I was having a conversation with a person today and saying, you can have all the looks and the bells and the whistles and stuff like that, but in the end, you look at me. I'm an old, ugly guy. Look at my hair. My hair is crazy. I just looked when I got down there. I was like, damn, I ain't got time to go up here. This shit's crazy. I probably have some witches' hairs on my nose and stuff like that. I got gray hairs that come out my nose that look like they're boogers and things. My T-shirt has probably got sawdust on it because I've been working in the workshop. But we have people come here, not for the bells and the whistle. They come here to be part of the family, to be part of the crew, to be included, and to get some real knowledge. Because all I heard about today when I was listening to Get Up was the penalties. Now, we had 17 penalties the first game, 8 the next game, and 10 the next. And it was like, they averaged 11.7 penalties this season. And, the NFL average is 8. But what about us finally being able to run the football? Not with Zeke, not with Tony Pollard. How about us averaging only giving up 90 yards on the ground? That we stopped run. Right? We stopped run. We stopped that. Those were the two things. If you went to the San Francisco game and said, what are the three things that killed you in that game? One, you'd say penalties. I'm not going to lie. 14 penalties killed you. But two, we only ran the ball for 77 yards. And we gave up 169 yards to the other team. In preseason, we fixed 2 of the 3 of the problems. And then I hear everybody talking about, the Cowboys, they don't have talent. Dan Orlovsky. And how did that mother humper get a job? How did he get a job? Dude, has he ever won a football game as a quarterback? How is it that a guy who could not play in the NFL, that he's considered to be an expert now? Dude ran out of the back bounds. John Jones, welcome to the Mojo Crew. John Jones, use a new member. Make sure you go to my community tab up in there. There is a link in there that'll take you to the Thrive site where my beautiful bride, Miss Tracy, will take care of making sure that you get your shot glass, okay? All right. Dan Orlowski, the same guy who literally ran out of the back of the end zone, causing a safety, which ended up being the points difference and a loss with the Detroit Lions, for some reason is now considered an expert.
Oh, he played for that team?
Yeah, for the Lions. And even the Lions fans are like, this guy sucks. I mean, and they know suckage.
The Lions are so
They
bad.
know suckage. But he literally had to come out of his mouth that the Cowboys don't have any talent. Now, I don't take a lot of stock necessarily in the list, but the top 100. We had 5 players in the top 100, including the only rookie in the top 20 in Micah Parsons. We got our quarterback, which is way higher than any of the other quarterbacks in our division, right? Jeff Dio.
Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff, for that super chat.
Jeff.
We got 5 players in the top 100. Do you know how many players in the top 100 for all the other teams in our division?
Probably less than 5.
If you take the Giants, the Eagles, and the Washington Commanders and put them together, you got 4. Huh. Team was 12-5 last year. Yes, the offense may.
No.
The offense may come back down, but do we not think what?
Lola said, and I agree. How did Tom Brady get number 1? He did
Popularity contest.
He didn't play that good last year.
Here's my thing on Tampa Bay. Okay, now you call me Crazy Joe, but I don't think Tampa Bay is going to be that good this year. I think
not on offense.
I honestly feel
they won't be.
John Jones, I can't come back. I'm too old. Laugh out loud. Okay. All right. Well, John. Well, we appreciate you being here, but I think Tampa Bay is not going to be a playoff team this year. And you can call me crazy on that one, but I'm telling you. You know, Ndamukong Suh's gone. You know, you have Antonio Brown's gone. Gronk is gone. The offensive line is terrible. Now, you've lost your head coach, who was an offensive guy. You know, I know everybody's looking at, well, Tom Brady can do everything with okay, all right, I hear you. But like he said, I got a lot of shit going on.
The real one's in the house.
We got a real one.
The real
We don't want no fake juice. We don't want no fake juice Gina. No fake juice Gina in the house. We want the real damn Gina. Gina, it seems like it's been a long time since I've seen you. When am I going to see you again, girl? I miss you. You know, I thought you liked us here. So that you used to come by and visit. Now I don't see you. In fact, I don't see my son that much anymore either, for that matter. Anyway.
Hey, you've been gone too.
So, after Tyron Smith going out, the Cowboys, surprisingly enough, had been the favorite to win the division. Lucky Gardenia, what's up?
I still think we are.
Well, no, actually, Vegas have changed the role.
Because I don't.
Now it's the Cowboys and the Eagles. We're neck and neck
but
now.
The Eagles have a problem with conditioning.
Oh, and see,
Philip Hunter even said the same thing too. He worries about the conditioning.
Yeah. You know, Jordan Davis is going to be good for 2 plays. So I say,
I'm not worried
here's
about
what
Jordan.
I do. Here's what I do to Jordan Davis. When Jordan Davis comes out of the field, you're getting double team. We're going to double team your ass 2 plays in a row, and he's done. He's going to be too tired to do anything else.
He's going to
be pulling Zeke. Oxygen, please. Can you bring the card out for me? That's what I'm, because listen, the dude is strong. He's real strong. I'm not going to lie to you. He can really go all out for 2 plays. So I'm gonna make sure those 2 plays. I'm gonna work that ass. I'm gonna work him so hard that he won't go back and take a nap. Okay,
that's why he's a part-time.
He's
starter.
a rotational player.
Part-time starter.
He's a rotational player. But you know, I know we lost Tyron Smith, but people don't seem to take into account that Dak Prescott is fully healthy.
That makes a difference.
Okay, you understand that. It was about this time last year when they actually were able to start trying to throw. That all of this time in training camp that we've already had with Dak and his receivers and Dak and his receivers at his house this off season, Dak running around on a leg that is completely healed, Dak working on timing routes. We didn't have any of that last year.
Don't
and
forget.
then he ended up messing up his calf. What's that?
Don't forget about what he did this week on Friday. For a running back that got injured, Moving the equipment.
James Rasmussen. Ba-da-da. Thank you. Becoming a super fan. So, make sure you go to the community tab there, because you also get a shot glass and a football to go with it too. Being a super fan. Shout out to you.
The ultimate team player.
Who's that?
Dak Prescott, because he moved the equipment for our running back who got injured.
That goes to character. That goes to character and the person. But that's the same guy who, when he threw the piece of trash, missed the trash can, he got up and put it in the trash. You see, to see him go ahead and help push away the cart so they could get my man in the locker room, that was a beautiful.
Yeah,
thing.
one of our.
That is, and seeing him on the sideline when they were getting an interception during the middle of his interview, and he's up there, go. Yeah, see that. A lot of you haters out there, you don't understand.
I mean,
you don't understand how good you have it.
No, Dak Prescott living the dream.
He really is.
Because he wants to.
But he's using the dream to help give back to others too. That's what I like. So Dak is healthy. Dak can actually move now. Oops. Dak can do things that he could not do last year.
Amen to that.
Okay? So, yes, there's Amari Cooper's not out there. But you know what? Jake Ferguson. That boy can play. That boy is good. Jake Ferguson is good. And I don't want to do all this, but I kind of have to do this with First Fake. I'm sorry, not First Fake. Undisputed, because because they do a couple of things that they just they actually say some good things about it, because they're basically saying they're taking the opposite road. While everybody else, like Dan Orlowski, is killing us and saying we suck and we don't have any playmakers, they're actually taking the opposite side of this and saying the Cowboys and Dak Prescott have no more excuses. And let's just listen to him just for a little bit, because he does make actually one good point in here that I want to follow.
Do you agree this team has no excuses?
I absolutely do. But why would they have an excuse? They've always had good teams, Skip.
They lost a Hall of Fame left tackle, that's all.
The guy's missed 20 games over the last two seasons, which is 33 games. So played 33 games the last 2 years. He missed 20 of them. He's not the first guy. He's not the only team. He's not the only guy that teams have lost. I mean, Kansas City's probably lost somebody, the Ravens and this team. So we're not going to make excuses. You tell me all the time, since 2014, only one team has drafted more Pro Bowlers than the Dallas Cowboys. That's the Kansas City Chiefs. So there's no excuse, because they have the talent. We've seen them in years past have 10 Pro Bowlers, have 8 Pro Bowlers, and somehow they fall short. So I do agree with Clarence Hill Jr. that with Dak making the kind of money that he makes and the defense playing as dominant as they are, C.D. Lamb that you believe says he's going to be a top 10 receiver, there is no excuse. I like that tight end they just drafted, Ferguson. He can make plays.
Hey,
he can make plays.
He was first team All Big Ten. I told you the other day, every time I look up, he's just a football player.
I think they're going to spend a lot of time on a double tight end set.
I agree.
So,
there it is, right there.
He can really play. Skip, look.
12 personnel.
I don't believe the Cowboys are as good right now as they were towards the end of the season, and I don't believe they did enough to improve that. But what they have should be more than enough. Now, is it enough? I believe it's enough to win the division. The question is, and I think what Clarence Hill Jr. is trying to get at, it should be more than enough to make a deeper run than one and done. Somehow you got to find a way to finagle your way into the NFC Championship game and really, really, really contend for an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl. Being one and done is not good enough. Just getting an extra round, because we've seen them advance to the divisional round. It's time for the Cowboys to take that next step and go to an NFC Championship game, get to a Super Bowl. So I expect them to do what they've done in the last couple of years. Probably, I got them winning the division. Jen said it'd be the first time since '96, because obviously they won it '95 and repeated in '96. But for the longest, we haven't had a back-to-back champ.
Well,
in 2003, 2004
in the NFC East. You got to go all the way back to the Eagles in 03, 04.
Right.
Well, wouldn't history scream
actually 2, 3, and 4? Eagles, you won it 3 years in a row.
That's almost 20. That's a long time.
It is 18 years. Yeah.
So no, Skip, they don't. They don't.
That's been as long as I've been married to Tracy.
And Jared's, listening to Mike McCarthy, it seems like they're going to bump Tyler Smith out to the left.
I agree.
To the left. I could be wrong, Skip, but that's what I'm listening to him talk. Like, we
that's what they're doing.
We thought that okay.
They drafted him to replace Tyron Smith. Not now, but they drafted him to replace him. He is the meant to be left tackle. That is correct. And yes,
he's going to make some mistakes.
I think maybe pride goeth before the fall, but because Jerry's pride is sunk into it, because Mel Kiper said that was a horrible pick, a horrible reach.
Everybody thought he was.
Then
he's going to be a Hall of Famer then.
The kid's a mauler, at least at left guard. He's not afraid of anybody. They're just going to bump him right on out to left tackle and see if he can dance with the dancing bears with the quick feet that you're going to have to deal with out there. And it could be horrifying. But I think that's what they're going to start with.
Yes. But for me, I agree with Clarence Hill. There's no excuses. There should have never been any excuses because with the talent, because I always hear Pro Football Focus every year we come out here for the last 3 to 4 years, Dallas Cowboys have had the top 5 talent. When you talk about wide receivers, they've had a top 5 wide receiver group. The top 5 offensive line group.
Not this year.
They've had, so offensively, and now with the defense that they got, and they look, even though the backups played the majority of the preseason, they were getting after people.
They were.
So I expect when the starters to get in there, them to even ratchet it up and leap even more and get after even more people.
Agreed.
So absolutely, there are no excuses. Anything less than an NFC Championship game should be failure.
Okay, I'll buy that.
NFC East Championship. They say, "Oh, okay, yeah." I think if that's all you got, listen. I'm not going to pull a Philly 500 and guarantee that we're going to win the division. But between the schedule that we have,
I think we will win the division.
I think we're going to be okay. Because just think about this for a second. Now, let me ask you, because, last year our defense played well in comparison to the year before, right? But against Tampa Bay, we gave up 31 points to Tampa Bay. So think about that. With Tampa Bay having the problems that they have and the receivers that are gone and Gronk gone, I don't think Tampa Bay scoring 31 points this year. I just don't think that the Cowboys defense is going to give up that much.
Not against us, they won't.
No, well, actually, I quite frankly think that it's going to be a low-scoring game between the two of us because of the situations with the offensive line and with the new players that we have.
But how good is their
I think
defense?
The Cowboys actually have the advantage in that game.
How good is their defense?
Their defense is good, but although Ndamukong Suh is not there, and see that was the problem. I tell you what the problem with our offensive line's problem is with Tyler Biadasz against very big physical nose tackles. He kind of gets lifted up and driven back. Okay, so whether it's a Vita Vea, whether it's a Ndamukong Suh, those guys are the guys that give him problems. Now, not having Ndamukong Suh, that helps us over there. They still have Vita Vea, which is still a problem. But I think looking at that, you don't have quite as many of the big horses that you usually do on that defense. And I think that's going to behoove us to be able to run. I still believe that our offense is in transition. Just like Shannon Sharp. He's like, that boy Jake Ferguson, he good. That boy's good. And that's where you look at a guy like that and say, we can use him as a weapon and we can be different than what teams expect us to do. The Cowboys, I don't care who's been coach, pretty much, with the exception of Bill Parcells and Sean Payton. We basically have done the same thing on offense since the 90s, and it's been overly simplistic. They don't do motion. They don't do that many looks. Hell, Des Bryant had a route tree of 5 routes. They never moved him from the outside. He was always going to be on the outside. If you know where a guy's going to be, you know how to stop him. Instead of taking Des and saying, let's put him in the slot. Let's change the shit up. Let's create some different mismatches. I bet you that sometimes we'll see, hopefully we'll see CD on the outside. Sometimes we're going to miss some shit up, and we're going to put CD in the slot. Then we'll start doing the 12 personnel. And you know what? Sometimes the 12 personnel, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to run. We're going to say we got 2 extra blockers in here. And somebody said that Dalton Schultz, can't block. Dalton Schultz has actually gotten a little bit better blocking. He's actually put on a little bit more weight, so he can actually hit a little bit more. But because you have Jake Ferguson in that 12 personnel package, you don't necessarily need him to do as much blocking. And what you do is you use him as a chipper. You know what a chipper is, right? You know what I mean by chipping? So let's say he's outside there with Tyler Smith. It's a pass play. What he's going to do is basically give the forearm shiver to help slow down the defensive end. Just kind of help a little bit right there, right? And then go out, boom, on his route. So I don't need you to be, drive blocking and drive the guy downfield 10 yards. Slow a guy down on your way out the door, okay? It's like put your trash in the trash can as you're leaving, okay? Angelica Barron. What's up, Angelica? That's what you do to help out your rookie. In the past, when the Cowboys have lost a player, and you can look back from when Tony Romo went out in 2015, they didn't change anything. I knew Brandon Wheaton can't go to his left and throw the football. I ain't never coached the guy. I ain't never worked with him. I didn't watch his college film, but I've seen him enough with the Cowboys to understand that when he goes to the left, it's going to be an incomplete pass or an interception. And what do the Cowboys continue to do? They still kept running him to the left, bootleg left, and watching him throw interceptions. When Tyron Smith went down, your buddy, I know your favorite player, when they brought in Chaz Green, they acted like Chaz Green
he got somebody.
Is Tyron Smith.
They got somebody.
And they just said, okay, you're the tackle. You got one-on-one on the defensive end.
What happened in that Atlanta game? I think it was
that was the Atlanta game.
We gave us 7 or 8 sacks. And
8 sacks.
And 6 of them were because of him.
Exactly. And people say, well, Dak sucks. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
But
oh, my God.
Hey, Tyler Smith, I think, is going to be way better than Chaz Green.
Well, he is. But you still have to understand he's still wet behind the ears, and you want to help him. That's where you use the running back, the tight ends to help. That's where you use 12 personnel. That's where you use the running game. And see, if Kellen Moore is of that mindset that we're still going to be, chuck and duck without having Amari Cooper and having a bunch of different guys at wide receivers, we're not going to do good. If he actually evolves the offense and understands what his strengths are, yeah. I'm tired, worked my butt off today. Alan, how are you? I'm sorry. I hope you find your butt, girl. Ain't nothing worse than losing the butt. Damn, Gina, let haters... What was that, Alan Williams? Let haters hate. Our success is split and urine is in the... Oh, okay. You know what's missing here? What? I just realized it. It's kind of quiet in here tonight.
Oh, because of Eagle fans.
Where's all the Eagle fans telling us that we're trash?
Oh, but...
Where's the Eagle fans telling us that Jordan Davis is coming for our meats?
Well, they're depressed like Philly 500 because that conditioning. Their conditioning is not that good.
I mean, seriously.
Jordan Davis is not as good as they hoped.
Wow.
They gave up 4 picks for that man. 4 picks for Jordan Davis, and he looked like ass.
No, he got a lot of ass. I know that. That's a big mother humper. Mark, Monday Eagles fans ain't got any it's kind of funny. Because and that's the thing that amazes me is, you at least looked into the Cowboys, backups and said, okay, they've got some guys that are flying to the ball that seem to be doing stuff. I mean, they got, 8 takeaways in 3 games. They at least looked like they showed up. The only game that the Eagles looked good against was the Jets.
That's the Jets, though.
Against the Jets. They didn't look great the second week against Cleveland.
Jordan Davis didn't look good.
And then they're back. And I know Philly 500 said his team is cowards, so they all went home.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Please tell me what video that was.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They are chickens, Mark. And he's scared of I'd let him know that the price of chicken wings were cheap. How did you like those jerk wings tonight?
Yeah, a few of them. They were good.
I wish I could cook more. I need a bigger air fryer because those jerk chicken wings are actually pretty good.
They have a bigger one. You just have to learn how to use the oven. It's an convection oven.
I'm about to try that. Ferguson's nickname has to be Fergie. Nah, come on now. Nah, that's not manly enough. Sorry. Nah. I was gonna say Jake from State Farm would be better than that, but that's it. Thank you, Mark and Michael Anthony, for always putting on a great show. Well, thank you for watching. Mr. Anton Wright, man, what's up, man? Or actually, Mr. Wright, Antoine Myers. As I see, it's other teams that have O-line issues worse than us. Dallas got to play. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know, with the exception of the Eagles. Now, the Eagles, you know, they've been writing a whole bunch of checks that I don't know if they're going to be able to cash or not. Because, you know, Philly 500, if you go to my Instagram, oh, my God, I actually posted a conversation that we were having on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because he was literally telling me the only thing that the Cowboys have better, including Micah Parsons, is Dak Prescott over Jalen Hurts. And in here, I said, wait a minute, because in my thing, I was like, we got Diggs. I said, you're saying better than Diggs, better than Zeke, Zach Martin? He literally said Slay is better than Diggs.
Diggs got tied the team record for interceptions.
Only person to have 11 interceptions. Oh, but you know when the Cowboys do something, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Interceptions are so passe; they don't mean nothing. You heard Colin Cowherd say, "You know, I don't mind teams throwing interceptions. It's not a quarterback. It's not a big deal."
Yeah, it is.
When it's Carson Wentz, your guy. Okay.
Oh, Carson Wentz is ass.
And so let me go back to that because he literally said Slay is better than Diggs. He said Goddard is better than Schultz. We'll see. I'm not sure. Dallas Goddard, I don't know. How many yards did he have last year?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't keep up with the guys, so I wouldn't know.
Let me look at his stats real quick. I'm curious. So Goddard had 56 receptions for 830 yards, 14.8.
His longest was 45, and he had 4 touchdowns.
Hold on, let's have some fun here. And I'm not going to say that Dallas Goedert's not a great.
Yes,
but let's
garbage.
Hold on, let's actually compare, because this is the great thing about stuff these days. You know, you guys don't know how lucky you are that everything is right at your fingertips. You got to understand, I used to have to go to the library and deal with the Dewey Decimal System. Okay, so last year, Dalton Schultz had 78 catches to 56 for for Goddard. Okay, 830 yards to 808. Dalton Schultz had 8 TDs to Dallas Goedert's 4.
They also had more receptions too.
Yeah, but Dallas Goedert were deeper, 14.8. So I'm not sure that I can honestly say that Dallas Goedert is definitely better. I would say that, to me, I'd say that's kind of a wash.
I mean, they're almost.
Am I crazy, y'all?
Except touchdowns, I would say they're almost. It's close.
Well, I mean, he doubled the touchdowns.
I say if you don't look at touchdowns, it's pretty close. The numbers are pretty close.
I mean, he got him by 22 yards, but Schultz got 4 more TDs, so I'm going to say that that's a wash. He says his O-line's better. Right now, yeah, I'll give you your O-line is definitely better. We'll he says his D-line is better. I don't know about that. I'm going to take my front 7.
I'm not sold on Jordan Davis.
He says his corners are better. That's where you're definitely smoking some crack. I'm sorry.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I saw what happened with Slade versus Tyreek Hill. I saw Slade getting his ass beat.
11 interceptions.
Coaches are better. Well, I tell you what, I can guarantee you we got a better defensive coordinator than the Eagles.
Maybe on the opposite side of the ball, I might give him that one.
All you got is a quarterback. An Eagles running game is better. You mean Miles Sanders, Mr. Hamstring himself? If it wasn't for your quarterback having to run, it wouldn't be. And by the way, we were the number one running offense until Zeke and Tony Pollard got injured along with our offensive line. So that right there will tell you that, as he put it, actually, those guys shouldn't have any excuses because he had already said that everything he's got is better than what we got, right? Defensively, we definitely have. Nick Sirianni. I'm not sure about Nick Sirianni because you know what? The way Nick Sirianni looked was like somebody after the game when he was talking about, we have to look better and see how we can get better. He looked like a dog with his tail between his legs, like he was beat down. He didn't look like a man that was in charge and like he knew what to do. He looked, and to have a coach that literally was wearing a shirt that said "Beat Dallas" and then gets his ass shellacked.
It should have been beat by Dallas.
I don't know about that.
Beat by Dallas.
I'm going to tell you the difference between the Cowboys defense and what the Eagles is. I can guarantee you one thing. If the Eagles defense, their backups, is any indication of what their starters will be like, the fundamentals ain't there. The conditioning's not there. The desire to follow through. The Cowboys remind me right now, watching them, of an old school defense where you're taught that we want 11 hats on the ball carrier. You know, when I saw Sam Williams end up getting the unnecessary roughness penalty, you know what? I don't like those, but I'm okay with you laying a blow to the quarterback.
He wasn't laughing out there either.
Randy Gregory get a dumb one. He just, shit, my Negro, man. Come on, man. You know, it's like, don't laugh about it. But see, Randy Gregory would get stupid ones like tackling an offensive lineman or, hitting the quarterback late below the knees. You know, if you hit a guy, too hard and it's not like, helmet to helmet or something like that, I'm okay with that. Because I want you to be aggressive. I don't want you to be timid out there. I want you to make them feel pain. So that way they know when they come around that corner the next time that they're going to get the shit knocked out of them. If Jalen Hurts is running, and I'm not saying to maim him. I'm not saying, because you know what? I'm playing football. I get hit and knocked, jacked up. I could grab him. Nice hit, man. I don't have a problem if it's inside the rules. That low hit on the Eagles defensive end. Now no, I don't want that. But you got to be physical. You got to let them know, hey, you better have your chin strap buckled because we're coming after your ass. And I'm okay with that. It's when you have, illegal procedures and offside, those stupid ass pre-snap penalties. There's going to be times we're going to have illegal contact where we have officials that are going to be, out to get the Cowboys. You can't stop that. But we need to understand that we need to be aggressive. And this defense is like swarming like bees. I don't see that. I didn't see that in any of the games for the Eagles. I didn't see a sense of urgency with those guys. And I saw a whole lot of guys that just looked like they were tired. And that's where I question how they work out, where they do all these, short practices. Mary says, Mary, we don't accept any kind of hate towards Mark. No, I mean, they can hate, but it's there's a way of hating and being cool. It's when you actually do personal attacks on people and don't worry. Trust me. I've been called every name in the book. You got to understand that when I went to school, this is a little personal here, but when I went to school in 1970, yes, 1970, okay? We were in the war with Vietnam. We were flying to the moon at that point, okay? My class, if you've seen Remember the Titans, okay? While that was going on, when that school was integrating, my elementary school was now integrated. And being this complexion was not an easy thing. You got to understand, the white kids were calling me the N-word. Black kids were saying, you're light, bright, and damn near white. So I just kind of figured I was just neutral and didn't have a lot of friends. And that's a true story. I got called all kinds of stuff to the point where my dad went to school to talk to the principal, to complain about how it was. And when the principal basically said, well, kids are going to be kids, Mr. Holmes, sometimes you just got to ignore it. You know what my dad said? He looked over at me. He said, you pick up a brick and you knock the biggest one upside the head with it, and I guarantee you won't have another problem. Principal. Mr. Oh, no, Mr. Holmes, no need for violence there, okay? Just saying. So somebody coming in here and saying, and just like the jackass that with the channel, coming through and saying this, that, and the other, okay, I don't care. Shit. You got to understand, my wife now realizes it's just the way I am because I give no fucks. Excuse me, Dad, about trying to be pretentious. So I don't care. My hair is jacked up. People cut your hair. Man, I don't care. I don't have a problem that I got sawdust from working in the saw. Okay? Don't care. I never cared about having a fancy car. Because here's what I realized. I remember I was working this job. We were building 80,000 square foot furniture warehouse. And I remember this guy pulling up. And it looked like a 1970s Brady Bunch station wagon that was side panels falling off of stuff, tore T-shirt and everything else. And I was like, man, that poor guy's down on his luck. Damn. I said, I'm going to buy that guy lunch, man. I feel bad for him. Dude looked at me like this. He said, you know who that is? I said, a guy looked like he's homeless. He said, man, that's William Hazel. And I looked around. There's all these red construction trucks that say William T. Hazel on them. Dude was worth like like $500 million. And this was like, 2002. Dude was super rich. But he wasn't out there to try and impress people with fancy clothes and fancy, suits or fancy cars. Because here's the thing. If you get sucked in by, like your ladies, let me tell you something, okay? That guy that's got, the nice car and that fancy suit, he probably doesn't have a pot to piss in. Might be living in his mama's basement. That's just for show to make up for it. Because, see, here's the thing. Here's what I realized. If I'm dressed like this and you come up and talk to me and carry on a conversation, you are actually coming up to talk to me because you care about what I think as opposed to looking for a persona. Oh, that guy, he must have money. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a true story. So that's why I don't care. Shit. If you don't like the way I look, well, that's on you. Don't bother me none. I'm comfortable the way I am. Okay, sorry, I digress. So where was I, Mike? Where was I? What were we talking about? Okay,
we're talking about how the Eagles versus the Cowboys, of how Philly 500 talking about how good his team is, so much better than the Cowboys.
Gina said, I don't give two shits. Not one, not two shits about a fancy car.
My ride is pretty good.
Damn, Gina.
It needs a little bit of work, but it's pretty good.
Where's the clicks on Mark's videos? Okay. Much love to all Jobu's Nation. But seriously, you know what? And don't waste your money on the fancy rims and all the damn Jordans. You know what? Invest in yourself. Invest in some shit that's going to be worth something in 6 months. Invest in some shit that's going to be worthwhile to pass down to your kids. Stop wasting your money trying to make yourself out to be something that you're not. Seriously. See, I'm old enough to tell you that because you know what? What's going to happen is you're going to invest and buy all that shit just like Warren Sapp. He had like 5,000 pairs of Nike. What the hell are you going to do with 5,000 pairs of Nikes?
And you know what he was?
And he's bankrupt.
And you know what he was doing the last autograph signing? What? He was there.
He was right because he's broke.
And he was sponsored by
how about if he had taken those 5,000, the money he spent on those 5,000 pairs of shoes and bought himself an apartment building? That should be making money. Passive income. So don't be stupid, y'all.
He can hire people to manage.
Seriously. I'm telling you. I mean, just like Mr. Weezer Dream Team. Spending $5,000 a week at Cheesecake Factory. Dude, just buy one. Just buy one. Eat there for free. Let everybody else pay for it.
Wait,
come on.
The plane ride.
Oh, I mean, that's just
buy the whole plane.
All right. But anyway, I digress. What we need to do is, and let me show you guys. Here's the piece we got today. All right. I've been cleaning out the workshop and stuff. We have the great JMU product, Charles Haley, sacking Jim Kelly in the Super Bowl. The print right there in front of Michael. We giving that away tonight to one of you great fans out there. Exactly. Sheila, Neal. Exactly. And all the ladies are like, well, if you end up becoming single, you might want to cut that hair before we go out and clean up. I ain't trying to go out with the dusty man. I get you. But see, my wife is like, you know what? That's just Mark. He can cook. He can fix shit. He works hard. Doesn't, so she's like, I just got to put up with his dusty old ass. That's just how it is. Wait, AB, I drive a Chevy and own a Jeep, laugh out loud. David Webb, I think I had more to do with targeting Gronk and A.N. more. Okay. I drive a Chevy too. I drive a Ford pickup, F-150. I have a
Ford Escape.
I do though want to. I do want to get that Ford Lightning. After they get all the bugs and stuff out and the price comes down, I do want to, because, when they talk about having, you can run your house off of it. Oh, it's like, I could use that to like literally build a house and get the power. Okay, anyway, I digress. All right, Mike, pull us a winner, please, son. Pull us a winner. The Bucs are hurting this year. Brady has missed 11 days of camp. He is Brady, and look, as he put it, he's got shit going on.
Well, then retire.
Yep. Because you play to win the game.
That's the next man up.
Get us some new blood here, Mike. All right? Blue virus. Don't pull blue virus again, damn it. Just remember, guys.
You play to win the game.
T-Swivel.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play.
I wish we'd gotten his wife, actually.
That's the great thing about sports. You play to win.
You play to win.
And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win.
That's right.
When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire.
Then retire.
Get out.
Doesn't matter. Get out.
Because it matters.
All right, so we have our winner chicken dinner. Randy. And I believe me, he's on a text message with us and stuff.
Yes, I got his information.
All right, so, I didn't go through with 53 minutes. Everybody's done the 53 minutes. You don't need to hear. Okay, listen, it's going to be what it's going to be. And we're going to find out tomorrow who is going to be on there, at least for the moment. The Cowboy, here's what we know. Catboy finally realized we are short of offensive linemen, and now they're going to be looking for some. Don't expect them to make a trade for anybody, especially right now, because tomorrow's cuts. You wait and see what's out there. You take the toaster, you turn it upside down, you shake out all the crumbs, and you see which big chunks that you can get to munch on. And they'll bring in some guys that will be backups. They probably have Ty Naseki's phone number out there. And, we're going to go with what we got. One thing I can say about Stephen Jones, okay, is Stephen Jones does not bullshit you like Jerry. When Stephen Jones says, we're not going to look outside the organization for players, we believe in our guys, he stuck to it. When he says, we're not going to sign any big-name free agents because, it costs you a bunch of money, he did exactly that. And for those out there, yes, Tampa Bay, they did it and they won a Super Bowl. Yes, the Rams did it and they won a Super Bowl. But I can say that the Washington Commanders were doing it every single year. You could go through from the Albert Hainsworth to the, what was the safety that they had? They paid 30-some million. The Bruce Smiths, the Deions, they had every name player, free agent that was out there and never did anything. You can look at the New York Giants who paid $72 million for Kenny Galladay. And Kenny Galladay is so bad. He is so bad, and it doesn't look like he even cares. He literally had a guy right there to block, and he did kind of like the Jalen Smith, like when Jalen Smith was doing the fake fighting, and literally just never touched the guy, and the guy goes right past him and makes the tackle, the receiver right beside him. And the sheet is still.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Oh, they got Joe. Oh, damn, he a dog though. Oh, shit, he is a dog. But wide receiver. That's a good pick though. That's a good pick though.
And that's exactly how they're feeling right now. That's exactly how they're feeling right now.
They're injured too.
Yeah. Oh my God. You think we've had? Yeah, they've had a lot of.
Worse team. Everybody on their team.
Yes, there's some success stories, but we've had some success with some of these bottom basement guys. You just don't know. You just don't know. I guess that's all we have because, tomorrow's going to be a big day. Yeah, tomorrow will be the cuts, and I know my head's going to be swimming, and I got a lot of work to do, of course, in the workshop. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here. But before we get ready to, let's have a little more fun again.
Not penalty.
You didn't see
it went all the way down to 0. They didn't call nothing. Now they're going for it again. It should be 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
What are they doing with this shit?
Yeah, Philly.
Ain't no
Philly.
Wait.
Philadelphia. Philadelphia cream cheese. That's what I'm about to call them. Philadelphia cream cheese.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking rest. Bullshit. It was a fucking stop the first time. Second time.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
And you didn't call delayed game. Horse shit.
Oh my God, Bill.
I fire his ass.
Oh my God.
Ain't no fucking way.
Oh wow. I got hot sauce in my eye.
They might as well just, at this point, they might as well just kick the field goal and just end the game. Let it run down, kick the field goal, and win the game.
Fumble this shit. Fumble this motherfucker.
Look at that.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
I got hot sauce in my eye.
You got hot sauce in your eye?
Oh man, you gotta love Philly 500. All right, so everybody, let me say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate everybody in here. James Snyder, sorry about your cousin losing them. Troy Daniels, he did come through yesterday on the live stream. He's doing better. Hopefully we'll get out of the hospital later on this week. He's definitely feeling better. Hey, make sure you make the most of every day, everybody. Get your shot glasses ready. And for the new channel members, and if you have not gotten your picture to me, make sure you get that sent to the Thrive site so that way I can get Tracy to get it uploaded and stuff, because I want to be able to thank all of you great fans and stuff for all that you do to make this channel and this show as good as it is. love you too, Weed. Peace. It's kind of funny. I was just looking here on Twitter. Cowboys Nation is reporting that they're being told the Cowboys never even made a call about Jets tackle Chuma Igata. So there's that. So I don't know. We don't know what the deal is on that. And also, too, Ernie Zampese, offensive coordinator extraordinaire, passed away today. So thoughts and prayers to him as well as his family. And as always, good people, I appreciate you. And it's time to turn out the lights. This part is over.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year